Good afternoon. Welcome to our 21st annual White Coat Ceremony for the Dental College of Georgia at Augusta University. This event has become one of the most meaningful traditions for the Dental College of Georgia. My name is Griffin, and I am the Associate Dean of Student Affairs and Alumni. We are happy to announce that this ceremony is being live streamed for those that cannot attend. And it is my pleasure to welcome special guests, families, faculty, and our honored guests, the class of 2027. Thank you all for coming today as we enthusiastically introduce these students to our beloved profession. The presentation of these white coats symbolizes the professionalism and ethical behavior the practice of dentistry demands. Before we begin, please allow me the opportunity to thank Ms. Samantha Akers and Ms. Valerie Walton, both of whom have worked diligently to ensure that today would be meaningful in every way. They have spent hours behind the scenes communicating with the Maxwell Theater, the caterer, and ordering white coats to ensure that this day is perfect for our students. I cannot thank you two enough. And we continue to be grateful to Dr. Kevin Frazier, for his commitment to this ceremony. Our white coat ceremony has become a special tradition because of Dr. Frazier's involvement from the beginning. And I also want to thank the Georgia chapters of the American College of Dentists and the International College of Dentists, both outstanding organizations whose members espouse and represent professionalism and ethics within dentistry and beyond. They provided the white coats for our new professionals. Each of these organizations has encouraged this ceremony and provided ongoing financial support to ensure the success of this day. Thank you very much. And I always have to thank the Dental College of Georgia Alumni Association and the Georgia Dental Association for their continued support for our school, students, faculty, and everyone. And also thank you to Mr. Tristen Bennett, the senior class president, and Mr. Carter Shelton, the junior class president, who will assist with the white coats today. Thank you. Directly after the ceremony, there'll be a reception up in the lobby, and that will be done by Tastefully Done. And so we would like to thank Shirley and, of course, Kevin Jimenez, who's our photographer today. Thank you so much for being here. Now for a couple of minutes to recognize our special guests. First off, the brand new president of Augusta University, Dr. Russell King, and First Lady, Karen King. Thank you both for being here on this special occasion. Thank you. Also, I'd like to recognize the president of the Georgia Dental Association, Dr. Jamie Mitchell. We also have here with us today the 2024 Distinguished Alum and a graduate of the class of 1983, Dr. Dave Lee, and his wife, Mrs. Cheryl Lee. And we have the president of our Alumni Association, Dr. Kevin Kirkland, and his wife, Mrs. Lisa Kirkland. And finally, I'd like to recognize a group of folks. This morning it's been a very busy day today here on campus. We have an ethics seminar generally on the morning prior to white coat. And this morning we had a fantastic one run by Dr. Regina Messer. And we had several dentists from across our state and that are members of the American College of Dentists to come and talk to our D3 students about ethical dilemmas that lie within our profession. So if you were a part of that this morning, would you please stand and be recognized? Thank you all so much. I was a part of that as well, and those dilemmas were quite the dilemmas, and so it was a great thing to go through that. But thank you all for being here. All right, now I'd like to ask you to join me in recognizing our respected and very much loved Dean, Dr. Nancy Young.
Thank you. Thank you, Greg. I appreciate that, Dr. Griffin. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, faculty, alumni, and our distinguished future dentists of the Dental College of Georgia, welcome to this momentous occasion, the White Coat Ceremony. This ceremony, steeped in tradition and symbolism, marks not only the beginning of your journey into the noble profession of dental medicine, but also your commitment to compassionate care and unwavering ethical standards. As you know, I graduated from the Dental College of Georgia in 2006. And 18 years later, I still fondly remember my white coat ceremony. It was an important ritual marking my transition from student to professional. Thank you, Dr. Frazier. Thank you for starting this incredible ceremony. It meant a lot to me then, and it continues to mean a lot to me. In fact, I still have my original white coat, which I'm wearing today. That was my Vanna moment. As you put on your personalized white coat today, I urge you to remember the profound responsibility it signifies. You are now entrusted with the care of people's oral health. This is a sacred trust, and I have no doubt that you will uphold it with the utmost integrity. It symbolizes your responsibility to earn your patients' trust through continuous learning and attentive listening and personal growth. You are also being recognized with a special symbol on your white coat, the DCG seal. Our students and faculty designed this seal to represent our institution's history and values. This seal is a reminder of your commitment to providing excellent and compassionate care to your patients. We are honored to be the only college other than MCG to have its own seal. I am confident that each of you will be an excellent dentist. You possess the intelligence, skills, and dedication to succeed. The DCG has a long history of training alums who are outstanding in their field. I am honored to be a part of the Dental College of Georgia, and I'm so proud to have you join our ranks. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Young. I took out my dental school white coat and I couldn't button it. Very impressive. All right. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Kevin Frazier, Vice Dean and originator of the Dental College of Georgia White Coat Ceremony, will provide us with the history and the significance of the white coat. Dr. Frazier?
President Keene, thank you for being here. This means a lot to us, and hopefully you'll be able to come every year, but we know how busy your schedule is, but we're grateful to have you here today. Class, you haven't looked this good since you were interviewing to get in. Why don't you hang on to that a little while longer? So, a little bit about the history. There's more details in the program, but I wanted to maybe offer a few other comments and hit some of the highlights. Dr. Arnold Gold, a professor of pediatric neurology at New York's Columbia University, medical school for over 50 years, was becoming increasingly concerned that students, residents, and even young faculty colleagues were becoming too focused on the science and technology of medicine while gradually neglecting the doctor-patient relationship, or the so-called art of medicine. So he started a foundation that supports a variety of programs to encourage the practice of humanistic medicine in healthcare. The foundation's motto is Keeping Healthcare Human. The most famous of these programs is the White Coat Ceremony. Although the first one occurred at the University of Chicago School of Medicine in 1989, the version that's been emulated by hundreds, if not thousands, of health professional programs worldwide started in 1993 at Columbia. A typical ceremony includes the following 6 essential elements, and each contributes to a, quote, psychological or virtual contract for preserving professionalism and empathy in medicine. The elements are, number 1, including family and friends. You represent the student support system, and you are where they got their personal values from. And so thank you for being here, and thank you for creating such amazing individuals that we're proud to have join our profession. Second, a welcome by the dean and other college leaders representing the values of the college and institution. Third, an inspiring address by a clinician role model representing the values of the profession. Fourth, the cloaking or coding of each student representing a bonding process with peers and mentors. Fifth, students taking an oath or reciting a pledge, a public acknowledgement in front of all these witnesses to willingly assume the obligations and responsibilities of the profession. And last, a reception, a joyful celebration of the student's new status following this rite of passage. As you can tell by looking at the program, the ceremony includes all these elements and a few more DCG-specific traditions to make the event more meaningful, memorable, and significant, such as having upperclassmen put the coats on them, or having our distinguished alumni oversee the signing of the pledge. Students, although the white coat gets top billing in this ceremony, please understand and never forget that the pledge you wrote and your willingness to not only recite it but to sign it is the single most important thing that will happen here this afternoon. Sadly, Dr. Gold passed in 2018, but if we could ask him what he thought should be the most significant aspect of any oath or pledge recited at a white coat ceremony, he would likely say it should include a commitment to compassionate care. Compassionate care is just as important as being competent in your knowledge and skills and using ethical principles in your decision-making when it comes to the health care that you will provide for others. Competence makes you credible. Ethics creates a sense of trustworthiness. And compassionate care enhances the patient's confidence in you, that you have their best interests at heart, that you will do the very best for them. While competence and ethics are externally influenced or regulated for guiding professional behavior, compassionate care must come from the inside, from your own values and belief systems. Compassionate care is part of the art of the practice of dentistry. I'd like to offer a simple acronym that might help you as you develop your own style of compassionate care by using the word care. C is for compassion, literally an enthusiastic concern for others with an authentic desire to help. A is being approachable or accessible, as in being welcoming, friendly, and easy to talk to. R is for respect, treating others with high regard, even admiration, to show that they have value. E is for empathy, identification with, understanding of, and sharing the feelings of another. So this ceremony is, like I said, and like you've already heard, a rite of passage into our profession. And while the timing gives us a chance to celebrate all your dental school achievements to date, today is really not about what you have done, but what you are about to do through the rest of your time in school, and especially after you graduate. For a different perspective, I have an anonymous letter from one of your white coats that I have on good authority represents their collective sentiment. I'd like to share that with you. Dear colleague, just like all the other new white coats purchased for this ceremony, I want you to know that I'm ready to join you as you start your professional career. As we begin this journey together, I want to make sure that you understand my role by describing what I am and, more importantly, what I am not. First, a summary of my shortcomings so your expectations will be realistic. I offer no special powers. I'm not AI-enabled, have no clinical skills, and I have no soul. Therefore, I'll never make a diagnosis, render any treatment, or comfort any patients in times of stress or grief. Ultimately, I'm just a garment, 65% polyester, 35% cotton, and unremarkable except for a DCG patch and your name embroidered on the front. But in spite of these limitations, I believe I offer enough value to justify my role as your partner in this new phase of your life as a healthcare provider. My most obvious function is protection or as a barrier to keep your street clothes clean in clinics or labs, or your scrubs isolated in non-clinical areas. I'm also a uniform. My standard stereotypical appearance enables others to readily identify us as a member of the healthcare team, in this case, a dental professional. Ultimately, my most important value is symbolic, since I have traditionally represented biomedical knowledge, clinical competence, ethics, and compassionate care. I am honored to be associated with these professional traits, but I cannot claim any credit for establishing or promoting them yet, and neither can you, yet. So this is our challenge, to jointly be the best we can be for our patients, our colleagues, our institution, and especially our profession. Why? Because a health profession's reputation and integrity forms the basis of trust, forms the basis of trust upon which society grants it the power and the privilege to serve the public. This trust is a social contract renewable as long as we continue to be worthy stewards of this awesome responsibility. Finally, I don't think my white color is a coincidence. Tradition says it's the color of purity or antisepsis, but I believe the white represents an empty canvas waiting for you to fill it with the evidence of your professionalism. As I indicated earlier, I'm ready to get started. Are you? Respectfully, your white coat. Not bad for a garment. And isn't it nice to know that you don't have to go through this journey alone? And so, class of 2027, we hope the symbolism and rituals of this ceremony serve to remind us all of our professional obligations since, and I quote, "Nothing strengthens the judgment and quickens the conscience like individual responsibility." And that was written about 150 years ago by the American writer and women's rights champion, Elizabeth Cady Stanton. So class, you wrote a great pledge. Now we challenge you to take responsibility and live it. So on behalf of me and your white coats, congratulations to you and your families, and best wishes for a long and rewarding career.
Thank you, Dr. Frazier, and once again, we really appreciate you spearheading this from the very beginning and how passionate you've been over all these years. Thank you so much. Now, it's certainly my pleasure to introduce our next speaker, Dr. Carole Haynes, and I have been trying to figure out how to introduce her. I've been writing things down. It just didn't work out that well. And so I just thought I would just wing it, because back when I was in school, Dr. Haynes held this position. Not only that, but she covered us in pediatric clinic. She taught us so much. But I couldn't think of a better person to exemplify what it means to understand the responsibilities as dentists as regards to professionalism and ethics. Dr. Haynes, you have taught us all so much in those regards. So please join me in welcoming Professor Emeritus and the Treasurer of the American College of Dentists in the nation, Dr. Carole Haynes.
No fear making me cry before I even start. Anyway, thank you, Greg. That was way kind. And congratulations to you. How happy I am to get to be here and stand in front of you and welcome you to our, what I think is the best profession in the world. So welcome and congratulations on this day. It is now my sincere pleasure to get to have the opportunity to introduce Dr. Brad Greenway, our speaker from the International College of Dentists today. So I'm very happy to have that opportunity. Dr. Brad Greenway is a native Atlantan. He graduated from the University of Georgia in 1978 with a degree in zoology. After working a couple years, he returned to school and attended Emory University School of Dentistry. His senior year, he served as the national president of the American Student Dental Association, what we affectionately call ASDA. He graduated in 1984 and then went into private practice in Peachtree Corners. He practiced general dentistry for 38 years, selling his practice in 2022 to a DCG graduate. Who else? Dr. Greenway has been active in organized dentistry by serving as president of the Northern District, as well as a delegate to the American Dental Association and the Georgia Dental Association for many years. He has been a member of the Hinman Dental Society for 35 years, serving as president in 2010, as general chairman of the 2013 meeting, and just finished being chairman of the Board of Trustees for the Hinman. He was awarded the prestigious Gold Card in 2023 for his commitment and dedication to the Hinman Dental Society. That's a big deal. Congratulations. He's also been awarded the John McNamara Meritorious Service Award for Emory University and is currently on their alumni board. Dr. Greenway is a member of the Pierre Fauchard Dental Society, the American College of Dentists, and the International College of Dentists. He served on the Board of Regents in the ICD and is currently serving as a trustee on that foundation board for the International College. Married to Jo Ellen, who is here with him today. Thank you so much for being here, Jo Ellen. We appreciate that. They have 3 grown children. They've been married for 40 years. I probably forgot to say that. That's a long time. Congratulations. They have 3 grown children and 4 grandchildren. Dr. Greenway and Jo Ellen have been enthusiastic supporters of the Dental College for many years. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Brad Greenway.
Thank you, Carole. Those are awful nice words. Congratulations, class of 27. You are on the threshold of entering what I believe is the best profession. U.S. News, World, and Report list 100 jobs and careers every year, and usually dentistry falls in the top 25 for sure. In 2022, they were number 2 on the list. I know it is the best profession because I lived and breathed it every day for 38 years until January 2022 when I sold my practice. Dentistry has been good to my family and me. First thing I'd like to do is recognize your parents or parent. If they please stand up. Parents, stand up. Come on. Parents, you deserve a lot of credit for creating an environment where these students could learn and excel in order to fulfill their dreams. Kudos to you. And now I'm going to ask the class to give you a standing ovation. Class. Students, hopefully I can give you some words of wisdom as you navigate the dental clinic. The first one is so important, though when I was where you're at, it took me a while to realize this. As you're learning that you have certain crown and bridge operative removable requirements, unfortunately, you start to think of your patients as, he's my denture patient, she's my MOD patients. But remember that you are treating a human being, a person who has wants, needs, desires, who has emotions and feelings. Know that they are allowing you into their personal space and that you should not take that for granted, but should treat that privilege with respect and humility. The second one is to take advantage of what you have available to you. You have some of the greatest minds in dentistry in your faculty. I know it can be intimidating at times, but try to get past that. The faculty is here to help you become the best dentist that you can be and to succeed in private practice. Be prepared, but at the same time, ask questions that help you understand the procedure better. You will not learn everything, but learn as much as you can while you're here at DCG. Some things will come with experience. This event is sponsored by the International College of Dentists and the American College of Dentists, two premier honorary dental organizations. I'm here representing the International College of Dentists, and our websites are our core values, which are integrity, leadership, and service. In my opinion, these are the core values of the dental profession. Integrity is doing the right thing. Not doing what is convenient or easy, but what is right. The faculty will teach you the standard of care, but I challenge you to create an even higher standard of care for your patients and for yourself. Treat each patient as if they were your loved one, and you will make the right decision. Leadership is not about being president of your class. It is about helping your fellow students succeed, about being responsible and acting professional, and about being a positive role model in the community. Service is service to your profession and to your fellow man. Serve your profession by treating patients right and to the best of your ability. You will have the good fortune to become a dentist, so be sure to share your dental skills and expertise to those less fortunate. There are many options available, such as volunteering at a clinic for the disadvantaged, going on medical dental trips abroad, or treating patients in your office pro bono who are part of a program like Donated Dental Services. Trust me that volunteering your time and talents will enrich your life as well as enrich theirs. Find a way to give back to your community. Make these three core values, integrity, leadership, and service, as part of your value system, and you will be successful in school as well as in practice. Congratulations and welcome to the profession.
Thank you, Dr. Haynes and Dr. Greenway. It is now time to present the white coats. I'd like to ask Mr. Bennett and Mr. Shelton to assist in the presentation of the coats. Doctors Young and Greenway will congratulate our students, and please pause for a moment so our photographer can capture the moment. Dr. Lee, our 2024 distinguished alum, will assist the students in the signing of the Class of 2027 pledge, and Dr. Mitchell, the current GDA president, will congratulate you as you exit. Class of 2027, in the pockets of your white coat, each student will find a special message from Dr. Young and the Alumni Association. Some of these notes contain lessons learned, and some of them contain words of encouragement, and even more of them contain words of congratulations. Each and every note lets you know that you are supported by the coat and the DCG faculty. The DCG family believes in each and every one of you and the great dentist that you will become. Let's get started. Oluwatomisin Adeogun. Dua Akid. Yusra Alam. Ryan Asbill. Lauren Ashley Asbridge. Eve McDaniel. Vani Balyan. Lauren Barger. Ansley Barnes. Bryn Bidwell. Megan Black. Mildred Bonful. Taj Boyce. Emily Brainer. Marriott Brannon. Tawana Brown. Jasmine Canless. Clara Castrosona. Kimberly Clark. Caitlin Collins. Anna Cook. Samuel Cook. Madeline Crumpton. Hanan Derirsa. Rachel Dobbs. Caroline Dudish. Khalil El Hazmiri. Lillian Fonts. Asmath Faruqi. Ashley Fordyce. Maxwell Gilchrist. Pinckney Gilchrist. William Gladden. Hannah Graham. Hannah Gresham Putnam. Haley Harden. Sophie Holly. Emily Holman. Sarah Shee. Cardarius Jackson. Wesley James. Arizu Kalan. Bryce Kelly. Naveed Orashahi. Savannah King. Laura Lally. Daniel Lee. Daniel Lee. Preston Little. Reed Lovelace. Andrew Mock. Andrew Mancow. Dorna Mansouri. Isha Matal. Tariq Muhammad. Austin Wynn. Brooks Norton. Ryan O'Donnell. Madison O'Hara. Natalie Paladinas. Anna Parviainen. Bhavi Patel. Sitha Patel. Connor Peterson. Bryce Piper. Gracie Pollock. Olivia Prejant. Aiden Ratcliffe. Brandon Ragone. William Rautenstrauch. Morgan Reeves. Christian Rode. Jared Robinson. Daniel Ruiz. Sarah Lynn Saxon. Malihe Sahadi. Sarah Servine. Noah Shepard. Lauren Shiver. Nathaniel Slocum. Caitlin Steinmetz. Walter Stewart. Nicholas Tawadros. Abigail Thigpen. Anthony Turner II. James Valdez. Ethan Walden. Brooke Weeks. Tristen West. Luke Whetstone. Josephine Wijaja. Caitlin Williams. Elizabeth Winders. Rebecca Ray. Ray Yong Zhao. J.R. Zhong. Congratulations, class of 2027. Now I'd like to invite the class president of the class of 2027, Mr. Wesley James, up to say a few words and to lead the class in the class pledge. This class pledge is one that they wrote as a class. So, Mr. James.
Thank you, Dr. Griffin. So, this is it. Won't take long. So good afternoon, everyone. I'm so thrilled to be here today and to talk about how significant this ceremony truly is. First, I'd like to say a genuine thank you to all the families and friends that are here and everybody that's online. We genuinely would not be able to be here without your support getting these coats. So seriously, from the bottom of our heart, thank you guys. So many years ago, the white coats were just handed to the students in a crusty school classroom with a good luck and a pat on the back. But now we have an entire ceremony built around the white coat, and it has become a big deal for a lot of reasons. In passing with Dr. Young at the DCG, I was told that the ceremony's true purpose is really about the faculty and other dentists welcoming us into the profession. While we are still in an educational setting, we are being seen as equals in treating and serving patients to the best of our ability. I would like to say to the faculty and any other dentists that are in the audience, on behalf of the class, we accept your warm welcome with humble hearts and gratitude. It is a pleasure to learn here at the DCG and now treat patients as well alongside you. However, not everything is good about DCG. If I had to describe our first year in one word, I would have to say suffering. And this is why I couldn't have the deans proofread this speech, so sorry. But this suffering is manifested in many ways between accidentally waving your hand through a Bunsen burner like I did this morning, or much more often, the sleepless nights we thought we left in undergrad. This suffering, though, as bad as it seems, is not actually all that bad. There's some age-old wisdom here that I think applies very well. We should rejoice in our suffering, knowing that suffering produces endurance, and endurance produces character. We want to be dentists of very strong character, so we accept the difficulties now for something far greater in the future. This is one thing that I think the white coat truly symbolizes, a delay in our gratification now in order to one day care for those in need. At the end of the day, this is kind of like what Dr. Frazier said, these are just fancy suit jackets with our name on them, and one day they will deteriorate, but the way we made our patients feel and the way that we served our communities while wearing these coats will always be remembered. So now I'd like to ask the class of 2027 to stand and get your programs out to recite our oath. While everyone is getting ready, I'd like to address the audience on what they're about to hear and what it means. Many of you may be familiar with the Hippocratic Oath, which our medical counterparts recite at their white coat ceremony. We, however, have the unique privilege of writing our own oath that represents our class, this school, and the dental profession as a whole. It is a very special pledge that is binding for the entirety of our careers and lives. We recite it here in front of an audience in order to have witnesses and to have our commitment recognized and affirmed by others. I hope that you can appreciate the significance of this oath as we recite it now. You guys ready? I, as a member of the class of 2027, humbly answer my calling to be an ethical dentist and engaged community leader. I pledge to conduct myself with honor, remembering that integrity is one of the cornerstones of this profession. I promise to be a compassionate provider, delivering equal and excellent care for all. My education does not end with graduation. I will continue to be a lifelong learner of skills and self to refine and further my abilities. I will give back to my community with gratitude and uphold the values of my profession while seeking ways to enhance it. As a class, we humbly commit to join and support the generations of dentists, past, present, and future. We proudly accept the responsibilities set before us. Thank you.
Thank you, Wes. I challenge us all today. I challenge us, whether we've been a dentist for many years or whether we just received our white coat today, to take these words, this special pledge to heart, and serve each patient with the competence, compassion, and respect for which they're entitled. And also, I'd like to thank you all for joining us in today's ceremony. And class, y'all did a great job. That was fantastic. And thank you. And indeed, moving forward, we are one body to serve the patients of this area and beyond. And we look forward to partnering with you through this educational process until you get graduated. But congratulations, and thank you to everyone that's come, and don't forget there's a reception outside. Thank you for coming.